Hola mi gente, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean and this is We Are Investing. On today's video, we have to go over major news for Lucid Motor Stock. Trades under ticker symbol LCID. This news is something that you need to be aware of because it is major. I'm not just trying to say that to catch your attention or anything. Well, your attention I do need, but this is really big information. So without further ado, let's just dive right into the information. I don't want to waste any of your time. Your time is valuable to me. The information that we have to go over and the impacts that this information can have, which we're also going to talk about, is the fact that the lockup is going to be expiring. The lockup for this stock is going to expire on January 19th, which is Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. It is 180 days after the merger, and according to the SEC filing, the S1, that is when the lockup is going to end. And with this lockup ending, we could see, it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but there is a good chance that we are going to see a lot of insiders selling. The reason being is because many of these insiders got these stocks at $10 or $14 a share. And right now the stock is currently trading at around $41. It is also my personal opinion that we might see some manipulation leading up to this lockup. On Friday, the stock moved up 10% off of no news. We can see some more green days leading up to the lockup, and then when the lockup does happen, these insiders are going to be left with a very hard choice. Do they sell some shares and lock in profits for massive gains? Because remember, they got in at $10 or $14 a share. Now there is more information regarding this, but that gives you a high level amount of knowledge regarding what is going to be happening with Lucid Stock coming up in the upcoming weeks. Now before we head on over to the computer and take a look at more detailed stuff regarding this information, please consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell, and smashing that like button. And you can also support the channel by joining the Patreon. It's $5 a month, gives you access to a private Discord server and other things, and I really do appreciate it. Also, you can get 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300 by signing up with WEBULL using the link down below in the video description. But let's head on over to the computer to take a look at this information in more detail. Let's do it. Okay, so I got this information from somebody on the Discord that pointed out this article from Investor Place. Dear Lucid Stock fans, mark your calendars for a catalyst on January 19th. This EV producer is about to see some turbulence as investors pull out. Now, typically with lockups expiring and they stock much higher than when those stocks were offered, you will see insiders sell, and that could put temporary downward pressure on a stock price. Late in December, users began to speculate about an important date for Lucid stockholders, the end of the company's lockup period. While this topic did not pick up much traction on social media, it is certainly worth discussion. This is because, as one user pointed out, January 19th, 2022 will mark the end of the next lockup period, enabling early investors to offload Lucid stock shares. A quick look into the company's filing with the SEC confirmed that the Twitter discussion was correct. According to Section 5.04 of the company's amended and restated bylaws, lockup period means the period beginning on the closing date and ending at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on the date that is 180 days after the closing date. According to a prospectus supplement provided to investors following the company's registration filing with the SEC, early holders of Class A common stock were restricted from offloading shares until January 19, 2022. That is exactly 180 market days after the deal's initial close, as outlined in the bylaw. I confirmed this information by heading to the S1 myself, and you can see that the lockup period means the period beginning on the closing date and ending 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on the date that is 180 days after the closing date. In addition, and this is probably even more important, you can see that in this lockup agreement, it states that shares of Class A common stock underlying such assumed Lucid equity awards in each case are restricted from selling or transferring any of the securities described in Clause 1, 2, or 3. Such holders include AR and certain other pre-merger investors in Lucid. These restrictions will end 180 days after the closing. Now, the reason why this is so important is because who is AR? Now, if we take a look at an SEC Form 4, which gives us information on statement of changes in beneficial ownership, essentially lets us know what insiders are buying or selling. On the date of the merger, July 23rd, 2021, AR, Third Investment, acquired or added Class A common stock. The amount of securities acquired was over 1 billion billion with a B shares. So AR has a ton of shares. And you might be saying, well, how much is 1 billion shares really? Well, if you take a look at the current share price of Lucid at around $41.98, those shares that they have would be worth around $42.6 billion. If you take a look at the market cap for Lucid Motors, the market cap is $69.11 billion. So they have roughly 62% of the current market cap in shares, which they were locked up from selling, but that is going to end on January 19th. So essentially, there are a ton of shares that will be available to be sold following the lockup. And that could lead to massive downward pressure on Lucid Motors, depending on what they want to do with their stake, if they want to sell, lock in gains, or whatnot. Now, that is just one holder in AR Third Investments. There are other pre-merger investors that have stake in this company that they can sell following the lockup. Very important information, a ton of shares, and we're going to see what's going to happen with the stock moving forward. But January 19th could be an extremely volatile day, and the days after that can also be very volatile. But like I said earlier in this video, we could see manipulation. We could see that some of these insiders and heavy hitters will want the stock price to go up so that they can sell for more gains. It's not beyond question that we could see some green days leading up to that lockup. And the fact that nobody is talking about this and there's not much attention has me quite concerned. Now, let me know in the comment section down below what kind of impact you think this can have on the stock. Do you think the stock will go up? Do you think it's going to stay flat? Or do you think it's going to drop? And if you do think it's going to drop, by what percentage? I'd love to hear what you have to say down below in the comments. Other than that, that wraps it up for this video. I thank you so much for your time. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And this is We Are Investing, and together we are invincible. See ya.